Hey everybody, getting ready to do another stream. We're doing Demon Fish Dead Ahead in GB Studio. So, kind of leaving where we left off, there were some things that I realized were messed up, and we ended the stream because I was tired. So we're gonna finish up what I did not do. And yeah. Just getting started here. There's an ad starting in a couple minutes. After that, we're going to start. Alright, we should be back from the ad by now. So yeah, you can see on my little list here, working on set battle health checks to less than or equal to, and fix boss 3 tiles to use boss 4 image. So yeah, I made a mistake there, and we'll do that at a second. Anyways, opening GB Studio here. Hope everyone's doing well. It's another Monday. I kind of like Mondays. All right, so I think I jumped to the end. Oh, now we're back from the ad. My bad. I thought when the ad started we were back. Anyways, welcome back. We're doing these 2 things here set battle health checks to less than or equal to, and fix boss 3 tiles to use boss 4. And just to repeat myself, I ended stream because I was tired, and now I'm fixing the things that I didn't do, even though I noticed that they were out of place and wrong. So yeah, there was player health is less than or equal to. So this one's probably done. I feel like I was about to go from the back to the front, if that makes sense. But I do need to double check and make sure. Less than or equal to, so that one looks good. Less than or equal to there as well. And less than or equal to there. I think there's only 4 for each, yeah. So we'll go to scene 8 and make sure that that is less than or equal to. Yep, and here it's not, so this is where we left off. So we're gonna change the comparison to less than or equal to. And I think there's 4 times for each scene. Less than or equal to. Oop. Less than or equal to. Alright. And number 4. Less than or equal to. Oh, wait. This one was already hit? That's weird. This one wasn't though. I thought there was only 4. That one had 6. Weird. Basically, anytime the player takes damage, we need to make sure that it didn't go under 0. The clamp was taking care of that before, but now it's not. Hey Seago, welcome in. Thank you for the 5 bits, appreciate that. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday. It's your birthday! Well, happy birthday, Seagoat. Getting older. One day you'll be as old as me. I'm gonna do comm stream like what you did. Oh, cool. Yeah, that actually worked pretty well for me. Later tonight. Oh, cool, yeah. I'll have to drop in. Maybe give you a raid. Birthday raid. Well, I hope you're having a good birthday. Raid leaders get free small comms. Oh, wow, cool. Oh, and thank you for the watch streak. But yeah, we're just making sure that the player dies when it gets hurt. I had changed some things with the clamping, and now it's possible to go below 0. So I need to make sure that it checks if it's below 0, where before it was just checking if it was at 0 because the clamp was clamping it at 0. Weird that there's an else statement there. This one's already done. This one's done. Well, now I'm worried that we missed the else statement elsewhere. This one's done. This one's done. Huh. I don't know, this one seems fine. Unless I'm missing something. It's just real weird to me that this other one had that strange else statement that was relatively bare except for checking the player death. So yeah, maybe it's just a mistake here because it's saying if the player health is less than or equal to 0, change it to you died. Else, and then it's checking again if it's less than player 0 or less than or equal to 0, and then it does it again. So I guess it doesn't hurt it but it shouldn't actually be there. But then there's an else statement that should be there, because it's already within the else statement of this. So it's not gonna hurt it, but it's checking twice. Just kind of strange mistake of mine there. Also, that's on the boss battle. Knew I missed one. Glad I made some tea, because I'm already getting sleepy. That ain't good. Might have to be a on the shorter side stream, considering we're only 15 minutes in and I'm already saying I'm tired. Digging through this stuff isn't the most energizing experience. Could be worse. Back, had a phone call. Well, welcome back. I hope the phone call was good. Hope it was a nice birthday phone call and not some extended car warranty phone call. It was nice, nice. Good to hear it. I don't even have a car. That doesn't mean they won't try to track you down for your extended car insurance, or what? It's that extended warranty. I'm sure you still get the calls even if you don't have a car. It's a bit of a joke, but at the same time, it's one of those calls. I mess with them. They hang up when I say I don't have a car. They should try harder. They should be like, well, in the future you will have a car and you're gonna want the extended warranty on it. Or they'll be like, in the past you had a car and your extended warranty needs whatever. Gotta pay more. Don't want your future past car to be damaged. No, they read from a script. They're not creative enough. They should just go straight to boat. Well, how about your boat? Nope. If they weren't, then they'd be scamming. I'm calling you about the extended warranty on your boat. Did I say boat? I meant skateboard. No skateboard? Maybe a scooter? Oh, it's begun. The yawning has begun. That's not good. It's too early for that. Honestly, I almost took a nap earlier. And then I didn't. I probably should have. I was real close to it. And at the last second I said, you know what? I probably shouldn't take a nap. Now I'm regretting that decision. But at least this way I'll be able to sleep at like a normal hour. I went to bed at like freaking 4 in the morning last night. It's not good. That just means I'm screwing up my sleep schedule. Come Sunday morning, I'll have to wake up for D&D again. And it's gonna be earlier this week if things go according to plan. And it's gonna be rough. I'm gonna be half asleep. Sleep, what's that? Oh. It's that thing that overcomes you when you're overtired. Overcomes me, anyways. Speaking of D&D, I was gonna ask you about something. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. Okay, yep, I should still be here. Assuming I don't fall asleep. This is actually the first cup of tea I've had all day. I woke up kinda late at like noon. Didn't really do much for the first half of the day. Did laundry, almost took a nap, took a shower, ate some food, and here we are. Needless to say, I was moving pretty slow. I did get my exercise in, which I've been kind of slacking on lately, unfortunately. I was really good about it for a few months, and then this last month I've been slacking. These last 2 weeks it's been like 1 or 2 days a week, which is not like me. Usually I'm pretty good about it, if not every day, most days. But I think part of it is that I've lost the weight that I wanted to lose, so I'm not like, I need to lose weight, you know? I would like to be, you know, more toned, but that's never really been the goal for me, so... It does feel nice to get the blood pumping and whatnot. That's probably why I'm tired, though, now that I think about it. Because I'm not used to doing it all the time. I should get back into the swing of doing it every day. or at the very least most days. It is kind of time consuming. I usually do like 5 minutes of crunches, and then I do an hour on the recumbent cycle. And usually I like play a video game or something while I'm on the cycle. But it's still a pretty good workout. I don't really play games that I have to like think too intensely about. I kind of just play games that I can like play without too much thought. That way I can like keep moving at a pretty rapid rate. But also after you get like at first it was kind of difficult to do, but after you get used to it, it's really easy to just keep going at the same rate without like taking any real breaks and just playing the whole time. Not great for like being on the mic, of course. But yeah, I've got it cranked all the way up in intensity. Granted, I could probably always like do more rotations per minute, but I get like 22 miles in an hour. You're back, welcome back, Seagoat. I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. However, I should preface this that I'm not a D&D like veteran. I don't know all the stuff there is to know. I can do my best to answer, but there's probably lots of things that I'm unaware of. But one day I'd like to be a DM, so I should learn these things. So if you have a question I can't answer, then maybe it should send me down the path of learning. No, I know all the D&D. Oh. Well, what were you gonna ask me? Maybe I should ask you questions about D&D. I don't really have any, but usually when I do, I just ask the DM of my group. Next month, I was wanting to run a one-shot for stream, like an Xmas theme one. Would you be down to join? So far, Taco's in. Yeah, I'd be down for sure. I think that would be fun. You'll have to tell me more, but yeah, I'm down. I've been meaning to get into like D&D on stream, but yeah, I feel like I'm not strong enough of a DM since I've never done it before to do it live. I should probably try to do it not live first. Then again, it could be fun to do it your first time live. Maybe get like a viewer that's also a DM to help coach in the DMs of my Discord DMs. DM the DM. But honestly, I feel like I would be pretty good at it. I could be completely wrong, but I feel like I've got a pretty good handle on how things should mostly be done. The things that would throw me off is like the D&D specific type thing. Not so much like the whole Game Master thing, you know? I'm wanting to do a different system though, but it's real easy systems. I've been DMing for years and years. Yeah, honestly, I'm more interested in learning different systems than using just the straight D&D system. However, that would leave me, you know, minorly confused in certain aspects and needing assistance. So as long as that's okay with you. Like, I'm probably not going to be able to learn a whole rule book before it happens, but if you can easily teach us as we go without ruining the flow, I'd be more than happy to join something like that. That sounds fun. So I'm wanting to get some of us together to play Spell the RPG, which is real simple TTRPG that's fun and silly, and have it play out kind of like an Xmas special. Oh, Spell is easy. You ever play Scrabble? Scrabble, like the game, like the board game, like Words with Friends? Yeah. I've never heard of Spell, but it sounds like something I could look up and maybe even find some tutorials on YouTube or something. Yeah, I played Scrabble and Words with Friends. That was really big, like in like 2010 through 12 or so. For like a couple years, everyone was playing Words with Friends. It was huge. That was like when social gaming was strong, and that was probably the strongest it's ever been. And it was like linked to your Facebook account or something like that. I don't think it had to be though. I think there was like a standalone app and then like a Facebook version of the app. You spell your spells. Oh, that makes sense. I like the meta there. And then improv what the spell does. Oh yeah, that sounds even cooler, because then you could do like weird spellings, right? And just have fun with it. So everyone's a mage then? Super light rules? Or rules light? Super rules light. I see how that could work. That's 99% of the game rules right there. Right on. I wonder if there's like people playing it on YouTube. That might help me. I'm the type of person who prefers to see it played first before jumping in. Two types of checks, skill and spell. Okay. I think that's an ad break. My bad. Come back. Skill, you roll a number of d6s equal to your skill in said skill. You only care about the highest. You have 2, then you roll 2, sort of like having perm advantage. Understood. That makes sense. I like that idea. Sounds like we're about back from the ads. So skill check only range from 1 to 6. That makes sense if you're rolling d6s. Spell check, you do the same thing, same skills even, but instead you add them. The sum is the number of tiles you draw. And then have to improv a spell with. Cool, so how does the game play out? Is it like the DM, it gives you some type of scenario and you're trying to like figure it out, kind of like puzzles and stuff like that, or is it more battle based, or a little bit of both, or yeah, it's very roleplay based. Okay, cool. So, well, we need to make art for this. Considering that you have asked 2 artists so far that I know of, I'm guessing that you might want us to come up with characters. You don't have to, but yes, that would be nice. Yeah, no, I'd be happy to, but I would want to know more about like what you're expecting when we're planning to do it, you know, available races, whatnot, classes and stuff like that. It sounds like we're all kind of mages though, right? But then again, we could be spellcasting as other classes, right? So I don't know. And lean into the silliness improv. Yeah, that sounds fun. I do plan on asking pixel artists, or just artists. Yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of pixel artists, or just artists. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of cool to do, like art parties type, artomancers. Artaholics. But yeah, when are you planning to do this? Is this something you're talking about in December? Like before Christmas, I imagine? Since you're talking about a Christmas theme. Are we supposed to be elves? And abominable snowmans and frosties? Or is the story and scenario gonna be more Santa stuff? There are no classes in this game. Okay, cool. The plot will be y'all being Santa elves and have to save Xmas. Yeah, like a week before Xmas. Okay. Is Rudolph gonna be there? I feel like Rudolph should be there. You could be reindeer if you want. I think I'd rather be an elf. Or the abominable snowman. Did you see that Aqua Teen Hunger Force episode with the that character that's like evil Santa? I can't remember it. It was good though. You can be whatever you want. That fits. So Santa or Christmas Santa themed characters. It could be a Christmas tree. Although I think Lumbee would be more of the Christmas tree. Not saying you asked Lumbee, but if Lumbee was involved, I could see Lumbee being a plant. What time are we thinking about doing this? Because I know you're usually up late. Paco is in the Philippines, but has crazy sleep schedule sometimes. My sleep schedule goes crazy in the night. Right on. So like, about what time are you thinking though? Like, even if it's your time, because you're on the Pacific coast there. I can do the math. I'm thinking around 7 to 10, 11 Pacific Central. Alright, well that would be pretty late for me, considering that 7 is like 8, well no, 9, and then 11 would be like 1. So I mean, that honestly, that's kind of normal for me though. I usually stay up till about 1, so it's not like too late for me. But yeah, if we plan to go any later than that, definitely let me know so I can kind of make sure my sleep schedule is okay. Usually I can fix my sleep schedule with like a week notice or so. I think we got all of the checks done here. That's nice. It should be under 4 hours, closer to 3. Well, that's pretty awesome, honestly. I kind of like the short and sweet campaigns. The one that I've been playing with my current group has been very slow moving, and like we've been in the same dungeon for 3 weeks. Granted, we only play once every week, but we play for a good 4 or 5 hours. And it's a massive dungeon. It's like, it's probably too big. It could have stood to be broken up a little bit better. Yeah, but yeah, take your time. Oh, the character creation is super easy to take you like 5-10 minutes max. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's even better. So I think what I'm gonna do for this mistake with the boss, like we've got these boss graphics here that are wrong. Well, I might as well just copy that and put them on the right boss. I think they're... Alright. Populate fish. There it is. So we got the draw boss graphics. I'll just paste the new one in. It'll probably take a minute because of all the events, and then throw it on top. Delete this one. Now we should fix it though, because one of the rows was messed up. Now row 6 is the bottom, so it goes bottom to top. I want to say it was row 3, and maybe like, or it was like the last 2. that were messed up. And I'm not quite sure why, to be honest. If we take a look at this, maybe we can figure out why. It might be because these ones are like wave tiles, but it's weird because it was only like these two tiles that were busted. So that would be row 4. Or no, because it, wait. Yeah, because it's going from the bottom to the top. So this is 100. This would be 80. 60. 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. So yeah, it would be these two. Unless it was these two. But we kind of checked those ones also, didn't we? I'm a little bit confused. Maybe we should test it and see. It is pretty easy to get to the boss. We'll test it on the third one since we haven't removed that yet. Alright, looks like it's done. Alright, now it should give us the dragon. But yeah, it looks like it's 1, 2, 3 rows up. So yeah, these two, strangely. Four, 3, or 4, 5. Oh, well, that's what it is there. So 64 and 65. Not sure why that is happening, to be honest. Kinda wish you could, well, wish you could make this bigger. But you can see them right here, those two tiles. But there's also the correct two tiles here. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know why it would happen there. There's another one there, which is weird. That seems to be like a UI thing. This is all from the level. And this is the UI frame. So I think this is just part of the UI frame, because these are UI objects as well. Yeah, I'm really not sure why it would be doing that. It was weird, it's like it did it late. If we do it again, maybe we can catch it. Like it decided after the fact that it needed to do those tiles. Maybe not. Builds it from the bottom up. Not really sure. It's a noodle scratcher. Kind of want to try something. What if we just do it at the very end here? Oh, I see what the issue is. I'm doing the wrong swap tiles there. I see it. Alright. Well, that's easy enough to fix. Took me a second to notice, but yeah, I picked the wrong tile set. This one says boss. Boss. But then if we go to these ones, they just say swap tiles, they don't say boss. The wrong one. Background. Swap tile boss. Copy. Paste. Paste that one there, and then... Oh wait, this one was right. So that should fix it. Alright. I guess we should probably give it the right boss tiles now. So yeah. We'll just change this to 4. And then grab the tile set and paste it over. And the reason why we're doing 4 instead of 3 is because I drew the dragon first, but then I decided it should be the final boss. I don't know, I'm still kind of on the fence about it, but I feel like the dragon works better as a final boss. I don't really know. I'm glad we fixed that error. Don't want to have an extra tea like we did before. I've been keeping an eye out for that. Oh, don't want to miss these. We do have an ad break, and I'm gonna use this break to make some more tea, so give me a few minutes here. Need more caffeine. Bye, Lizard. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate you being here. I'm just making some tea. I'll be right back.
I'm a cop, you idiot!
Hadouken!
Taco Crepe, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Everyone should check out Taco Crepe's stream. Taco Crepe, it sounds like we might be doing a D&D thing with Seagoat. I heard you were going to be involved. Sounds like something that could be fun. But yeah, I'm making tea, so I'll be RB.
Playtime is over!
Alright, I am back. Yeah, OMG, I can't wait. Froggy's first TTRPG experience. Yeah, that sounds exciting. I've never played Spell before, but it sounds cool. Seagoat made it sound pretty awesome. And it sounds like Seagoat knows a bit about what they're doing, so I'm excited. Also, it'll be cool to see who else gets involved. It sounds like it's going to be artists. So are you going to be a Christmas frog? Is that what you're going to be? I don't know what I'm going to be. I kind of want to be an abominable snowman. What's that character from Final Fantasy VI? Umaru. This character. The Yeti. There's a better picture without the... That one's got a fancy background, although it still has the lines through it. The Magic the Gathering card. Wait, where is this from? This is from FF6, Final Fantasy 6. You have to fight him, and then he joins your team. Is that a Minecraft skin? Jeez. There's the Pansage or Pansage in chat. Oh, I didn't use an Ultra Ball. Gonna run out of Poke catches. Nah, but there's also the Yeti from Rudolph. This was my original idea. I mean, clearly it's not my original idea, but this was the first thought I had. Bruh, have you seen this before? It's a claymation movie. Wonder if we can find a GIF. It's Christmas themed. It's more Christmas themed than the Prospector. It's so familiar. I thought everyone's seen this. The Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer stop motion. Is cure. Here's the Prospector. He like licks his pickaxe for some reason. Never understood that. Maybe it's made out of lead. There he is looking at it. Not sure why. Never understood that. They did a Frosty the Snowman, they did Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and then there was that weird one that had like Eatmeister and Frostmeister, I think. Eatmeister was definitely a character. He's Mr. Heatmeister, he's Mr. something. I forget the words. Just the tip. I'm thinking of being Sack Jellington. Oh man. Sounds like a spoonerism. Right? That's what they call those when you swap the first letter of the first word with the first letter of the last word. I don't know what the idea is, but I want to focus on just a theme of spells. Well, it sounded like he wants us to be elves of some sort. Granted, it sounded like it can be pretty loosely related to Santa. Because he also said I could be a reindeer if I wanted, so... Pretty sure we could get away with pretty much anything as long as it's loosely Santa related. Or, Christmas related. But Sack Jellington, that sounds like it could work. Also sounds kind of dirty. Are you gonna watch Lot Lizard? This is gonna be live on Twitch. This is gonna be your introduction to TTRPGs. You're gonna be hooked afterwards, and then you're gonna be like, I wanna play, and then you're gonna be a full-blown nerd. These things happen. When? I think he just said the last week before Christmas. Next month, yeah. I think he said the last week before Christmas. I could scroll up and find out because he just said that. Somewhere in here. How am I not seeing it? Yeah, like the week before Christmas, he said. Oh, okay, I'll see what I can do. Are you gonna be too busy delivering toys on your sleigh? Plot twist, Lot Lizard's actually Santa Claus. Does the Weather Channel still lie about the existence of Santa? Your parents ever have you watch the Weather Channel as a kid to see Santa? Oh, there's Santa on the Weather Channel. Or not the Weather Channel, the news. The weather on the news. Lie? What do you mean? I don't know. Who has cable anymore? Yeah, pretty much. So when I was a kid, and this wasn't on cable either, this was on like your ABC, you know, ABC News or whatever, Channel 7 News in Chicago. Anyways, the weatherman slash woman would have that like blue screen that they stand in front of that has like the weather conditions moving and like the highs and lows and all that stuff, and they would have, oh, there's Santa. They would like point to a Santa animation like cheesily moving across the map. It was pretty bad. They probably still do it. Like, I don't see them stopping something like that. That's like stopping the Easter Bunny from going to malls. Did you know my mom was actually Mrs. Claus at Bass Pro for a couple years, I think, 2 or 3 years. That's awesome. I don't know, she got really into it. I'm like, I'm not the type to get into that kind of thing. I'm not a big fan of Bass Pro either. They talked me into going to Bass Pro with them a couple times when I was living with my folks, or my mom and her husband, and man, that was boring. They're like looking at guns and shit, and I'm like, yeah. Think I got a flannel, maybe? I don't know. It's like a redneck shopping mall. They probably don't have those in the Philippines. You feed the reindeer? What you mean? Wait, they have reindeer at Bass Pro? Like actual wildlife? I know they get into it, but I didn't go. It sounded like a shit show to me. One time I worked at the mall during, because you said I'm Santa. Oh, yeah, you are Santa. No, I mean, like, you live at the North Pole, and you got, like, a bunch of elves working for candy, making toys with their bare hands in the frigid temperatures. So I said, you feed the reindeer, meaning mine. Wait, you want me to feed your reindeer? I'm not driving up to the North Pole to feed your reindeer. Why don't you just, like, you know how you have like your sack full of toys? You could fill it with reindeer food and just fly over the reindeer and dump it out over them. Right? That should do the job. Let's pull something up. The cybernetic ghost of Christmas past from the future.
Now you listen directly to me, for I am the ghost of Christmas past, and I have come to show you what Christmas was like.
All right.
This was Christmas for little Carl in 1968.
Oh boy, I hope this is a new mommy.
Yeah, it's
Bag
not.
Taco
All right,
Crib said
you
they're
little
in.
creep, we gotta be at
Yeah,
work in an hour.
Taco's hanging
What
out.
is this there? What?
We're
Is
just
this
talking
carpet,
about it.
Daddy?
Carpet? No. It's Berber. That's an industry term.
Hey, it's like a flying magic carpet here. Look at this, I'm flying around
Yeah,
in Egypt
that's
land.
cute. Don't get too attached there, Aladdin, because it's about to be magic flying dinner.
You can't eat carpet, silly daddy.
No, of course you can't like that. You gotta boil it till the glue gets soft, you know? Oh, jeez, look at the time.
But it's Christmas,
You're not
Daddy.
getting out of this. Put on your work boots and your respirator. I had to pull a lot of strings to get him to hire an 8-year-old.
Don't make me go. I don't want to make insulation.
Come on, you're late.
Oh, God.
You remember that Christmas, don't you?
No, I remember eating carpet. Not so much the lasers and the robots, though.
Yeah, that was a funny episode. An enjoyable, funny episode. So, Seagoat, is this a collab stream that we're gonna be doing, or is it all gonna be on your channel? How are we working that? Because it might be fun to get streamers who also have stream and do like a shared chat collab kind of thing. Try to get everyone's viewers involved, you know. Collab, if one in, yeah, I would be down for a collab. Yeah, that's the idea. Okay, cool. Yeah, once I get locked down on who's in, I'll make Discord group or something, and I'll share the PDF of the book and you guys more extensive breakdown. Shit, that sounds illegal as fuck. You're just gonna copy the book? What about the game dev? Or is it open source? Wait, why is there only 6 on this one? Do they all have 6? Oh, they all have 6. It's not, you can share PDFs with your players, it's built into the website. So, oh, okay. As long as they say that it's cool, then it's cool. But yeah, I guess that makes sense with the TTRPG, that you don't need every single player to buy it. I'm pretty sure Adventure Maximum's the same way. So what are you guys doing? We're talking about doing a tabletop roleplay using a system called Spell, which is like Scrabble meets D&D. If you wanna, it's $10 on DriveThruRPG. Ah, okay. If you wanna buy. Well, I don't know if I want to buy it, but I mean, if you're just gonna give it to me, if I like it, maybe. I have no idea what that is, LOL, but sounds fun. So a TTRPG is a tabletop role-playing game. So it's some nerd shit. Is what it is, Lot Lizard. You're gonna love it. No, it's gonna be Christmas themed, and we're gonna spell out the spell out the spells using letter tiles like in Scrabble. Exactly, I have no clue. LOL, role-playing? LOL, I can't wait. Yeah, you're gonna love it. So role-playing is when you play a role. And tabletop is when it sits on a table. So tabletop, role-playing, and then game. So it's actually a game with like rules and stuff. But this particular game is really light on rules, apparently. If you cast/spell become God, you become the GM. Oh wow, that sounds interesting. It also sounds like it would be hard to get all those letters. I know what it is, but not for a game I don't know, LOL, but I somewhat get it. We switching seats. Or we switch seats, yeah. In person, you're doing this on stream? Yeah, we're gonna do it on stream. Not in person, but digitally on stream, yeah. So all of our viewers will have a chance to intermingle and see the silliness that is our holiday roleplay. I think this one's done. Unless I made a mistake. Let's test it out. On stream. Oh, okay. Yo, C. Might edit down and post it to YouTube. Hell yeah. Night Owl Virus 87, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. We are about to test my my classic JRPG for Game Boy called Demon Fish Dead Ahead. If you're interested in the project, I've got a link for it. I'm working on the Steam demo / full version right now, but the current version, saw your post on the Discord server, and hello all. Hey, thank you for dropping in. I'm glad that you saw that. I'm not sure which Discord server. I did post it to a few. Oh, probably to the new one, right? Cool. Was it from Starfires? Oh, yours. Okay, on Seagoats. Oh, it was on Starfire. Okay. Seagoat's on Starfire too, I believe, right? I don't know what the fuck you just said. So, Starfire joined the stream the other day and invited me to their Discord. So do we actually see you guys or all your character picks thing in like normal stream? We'll use Roll20. I don't know what the fuck I just said, but I meant something. LOL, it came out wrong. Yeah, Starfire, one of my OG viewers. Cool. That I said, LOL, I said, yes, believe so. Hi, Seagull. Cool. Well, I appreciate you being here, Night Owl. And yeah, Lot Lizard, to answer your question, which I understood, I think, was that yes, you will be able to see things unfold. As Taco Crepe says, we're gonna use something like Roll20, or it sounds like we're using Roll20, but yeah. So what that is like an online tabletop, essentially. So that way, all the characters can be seen, all the images that get presented to the players all get seen by the viewers. I'm brainstorming for my character already. And now actually, already, LOL. Tell her it's my birthday. Oh, cool, yeah. We'll do it, remember that. Happy birthday. No, not my question, LOL. So, we will see your icon like now. You're a demon something. I'm gonna make a special character for the stream. So yeah, on my stream you'll be able to see that. And then if we do like a collaborative stream, we can use a virtual camera, they call it, to put like the avatar through to everyone's stream as well. Starfire is actually my girlfriend, LOL. She's awesome, LOL. Cool, yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, she seems really cool. She's got like lyrics and stuff, and like a server. And does Starfire stream then, I take it? I gave her a follow, but I haven't caught a stream yet because relatively new to that community. Okay, that's what I mean. So we won't see you guys like IRL, it'll be characters. Yeah, no, it won't be IRL. A lot of artists don't really use cameras because it's just, I don't know, it's more conducive to the brand to show your own art as yourself kind of thing. There is an ad in progress, so sorry for that. Yeah, we'll all be VTubers, thank you, yeah. It'll be characters. I do game and DJ streams on Twitch. She streams Rocksmith and Star Trek games she plays. Oh cool, I love Star Trek. Also, I'm a DJ as well. I'd love to get into DJing on Twitch, but I haven't. I'm gonna give you a follow. What kind of music do you DJ? Yeah, we're actually not real people. Yeah. We don't do anything either. Freaking ads. Oh yeah, sorry about the ads. I'll ask you once the ads are done. I'm literally a virus in your computer, Lot Lizard. Nice. Joke's on you, I don't have a computer. Definitely my PS you were. I mean your PS5. I'm glad this tea is kicking in. It's doing wonders here. I all of a sudden have energy. Left my ass off. Don't say those words. The hell I went through with my PS4 will haunt me forever. Yeah, it was pretty rough. It kept crashing on her, and then it just stopped working. Lost everything, yeah. And then, despite her better judgment, she bought a PS5 instead of a computer. That wasn't me, that was Rick. Oh yeah, that was me. Save nothing, LMAO. Rick knows I bitched about it constantly. Yeah, that was the conversation for a good week and a half there, maybe 2. Maybe longer. Maybe a good month. But we should be about back from the ads. Night Owl, are you still there? It was a hard time in my life, LMAO. We helped you through it. Anyways, let's check to see if this boss works on this new update that I just did. Oh, I forgot to hit the debug menu. I will never get a PC. You guys definitely did, LOL, poor Gonzo. Viruses suck, LOL, unless they're the T virus. Or the Night Owl virus. Anyways, Night Owl, I read that you're a DJ and gave you a follow. What kind of music do you DJ? I haven't had a chance to check yet. I'm a DJ also. I have not done it on Twitch though. I've been reluctant to buy a new vinyl deck because the tone arm on mine snapped because it was a crappy piece of plastic. Although that deck lasted me a good 10-15 years or something like that, so maybe it was only 10 years. But I really want to get like a nice Pioneer, but I don't want to spend the $1,600 or whatever. But yeah, I'm interested to hear your stuff. I'm more of a producer than a DJ myself. I used to do like, you know, shows or whatever, like live DJ acts. But I don't know, it was weird, right? I would mostly try to play my own stuff and people didn't really like it, right? Because like people want to like dance to stuff they know and shit, right? EDM, multiple genres. I learned on CDs before the digital era. Yeah, I still have my CD decks. I still prefer CD decks because it's just what I learned. I mean, one day I'll probably get like a digital only deck or whatever, but I feel like vinyl is probably a better way to do it because then you can, because the vinyl ones work as digital and vinyl. They don't play CDs obviously, but I still have my CDJs, so yeah, DJing is a pain sometimes. Yeah, when shit breaks and you gotta buy new shit, that sucks. I make music too, just been slow on that recently. Oh cool. Yeah, I'm more of a producer than I am a DJ, but I realized at some point that like the easiest way to like play your own stuff live as a solo performer is with decks and stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't know. I have a buddy who does like the whole looping pedal stuff with the guitar and keyboards and stuff, and they do a great job with that. But they also had trouble like breaking out that way. They ended up joining a band and breaking out that way, and they're actually doing really good. They just toured Europe, but yeah, my music has always been a little bit weird and niche, and that's kind of always what I was going for. I was never really trying to get big. I like to make people scratch their heads instead of dance. But as far as other genres that I did play, I got into drum and bass a lot. Oh, did I not turn the boss on? Well, that's not what I wanted. Drum and bass, like speedcore and stuff like that, I like to listen to. I never really mixed speedcore. But yeah, mostly drum and bass was what I was into. I got into dubstep when it was early. I have a SoundCloud if you want to. Yeah, drop the link. I won't check it out on stream, but I'll check it out another time. Boss enabled, yes. Yes. Wait, did I choose boss dead? Yes. Did I click the wrong thing again? I was clicking through too fast. There's an easy way to find out. Yeah, I fucked that up. Alright, one more try. Now I'm gonna pay attention to it. Choose world. World 3. Boss dead? No. Boss enabled? Yes. Choose level? Yes. What level? 160. There we go. Cool, let me get a browser up so I can see that. And that way I don't lose it. Twitch. That's right. The audio is just like bleh, bleh, bleh. This emulator kind of sucks. That's why it's being like that. I'm actually gonna paste it on my notes so I don't lose it. I'll just paste it at the top here. Oh, I don't have to keep the browser open. Alright. Let's fight this boss. I think an emulator messed up my gaming laptop. The OS got messed up. Really? That sounds kind of extreme. I've never had an issue like that with the emulator, but I guess anything could happen. Or maybe you got it from a site that had like a virus attached to it or something like that. You never know. Game saved. Gurgling intensifies. Battle the Death Lord. Ah, now we got the right boss. Cool. Although it looks like this one is the wrong tile. Not sure why that is. So let's try to fix that. I could be wrong, but it's called RetroArch. Yeah, it could have been a game I downloaded as well. So I've never had any issues with RetroArch before, but yeah, I don't actually use it on my PC because I wasn't able to set it up properly, because it's kind of like in the weeds as far as like emulators go, like because it's got all these different cores, and the cores are actually different emulators, and then like it chooses which emulator to use. So RetroArch isn't actually an emulator, it's more of like a way of using emulators. It was over my head when I first tried to use it, but now I've been using that on my Miu Mini, and it's a lot easier because someone else set it up online and I just downloaded it and put it on. But as far as on my computer goes, I just use like individual emulators that I enjoy, and that just is easier for me because I know the emulators. I've been using them for a long time now. But if someone was like, I just want one thing that does all of it, then RetroArch is probably a better way to do it, but setting it up can be a pain. It's really good for like RetroPie setups and stuff like that, or like a barcade computer kind of thing. But yeah, that sucks that your OS got screwed up. But yeah, I guess it could be a game you downloaded it, right? That is honestly, that's probably more likely in my opinion, because if you're downloading like cracked games and stuff like that, there's almost always something attached to those. I mean, not always, but there's like always that like chance, right? I don't know. I did some modding in my day, and when I was learning how to do that stuff, I realized how easy it was to make like insignificant mods on a game that could have significant impacts on your OS, right? Like illegal stuff, right? Because like there's this software called DNS Spy, which is, I don't think it's technically illegal, but the stuff that you can do with it is, or could be, right? What I used it for was to create a hook in the game's code to grab my code and inject it into the game. That way I could mod it, right? However, if you were malicious, you could very easily send the user to a website, and any website. You know, there's a lot of websites out there that you go there and it just gives you viruses. So like, technically, if someone was trying to like screw you over that way, they could, if you were going through illegitimate sources to get the game downloads. That you might end up with one that has been has code injected into it and you wouldn't even know it, and then the game would run fine, but in the background it's hijacking your system or whatever. So I don't pirate games anymore. When I was young, I did, but like that is a risk I'm not willing to take these days. Especially now that I know how easy it is for illegitimate software to hijack your system. I just keep it all legal these days. When I was young, I used to get really into like pirating software and stuff like that, and using, you know, cracked versions of software and stuff. And honestly, that's how I learned how to do stuff. So I can't really discredit that, but I can tell you that it's a lot more dangerous than it appears. But yeah, software's expensive. Like LimeWire back in the day, we all fucked up our computers downloading music illegally. Yeah, pretty much. Honestly, U-Turn isn't all that different. I mean, it is in the way that it's set up and all that stuff with torrents versus P2P. But in the end, you could still end up with something that screws you up. But honestly, you don't even need to accidentally download stuff to end up with a virus these days. The last virus I got was from a frickin' Facebook link. Like literally, I clicked on a Facebook link I like misclicked it. I didn't even mean to click on it. And like all of a sudden I was at a website that just put, there was a security hole in my browser. because I hadn't updated my browser in a long time, and that specific website was like there to exploit vulnerabilities, and that's what happened. So all of a sudden, Chrome had like a malicious version of itself running on my browser, and I caught it right away because I kind of understood the stuff. I already had the like registry cleaners and stuff like that, CC cleaner, and I can't even remember the software now. The software needed to clean computers. I actually had a buddy who worked at that as a job doing that, so he hooked me up with all this stuff a long time ago. He's like, hey, just in case you ever need it, check this out, and he gave me like 3 or 4 pieces of software that take care of viruses. Granted, that shit's always changing, but like at the time it was just what I needed. I was playing a lot of Zelda mods. I was also downloading other games from GameCube and PlayStation, among others. Word, yeah. So I mean, you do have to be careful with that stuff, because even if the ROMs are like, you know, from a legitimate ROM dumper or whatever, sometimes the third-party websites aren't legitimate, and they'll like, you know, monetize on the fact that it's illegal technically, if, you know, to download that stuff. Because legally, the only way to use ROMs is to dump them yourselves, which is actually kind of a pain in the ass to do. Like, I don't know, to me it seems like a legal gray area, but it's not. It's just illegal to download ROMs. Generally speaking, there's a lot of companies that aren't going to come after you for it, but Nintendo definitely will. If you're like, especially if it's modern stuff, they can come after you. I mean, I'm not saying they definitely will come after you, I'm just saying they definitely could. Mostly they've been going after people who are downloading and streaming games that haven't been released yet on emulators for modern like next gen consoles. But I'm sure everyone's kind of heard that in the news. But yeah, definitely don't do that, because that can get you in trouble. I got the blue screen of death, as they call it. Right on. Yeah, so the blue screen of death is like a kernel panic error usually, and that can actually happen from a lot of different things. I get it from hooking up monitors and disconnecting them too quickly. Like, computers like, I don't know what to do with this, bleh. And it doesn't necessarily mean that something's wrong with your system. It just means that it encountered a problem that it couldn't recover from. And then sometimes all it takes is a restart, and then it doesn't happen again. Sometimes it does happen again, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, so I just recently got into it mostly to play Zelda mods. I normally won't download anything I'm not sure about. I learned my lesson though. Yeah, so it's kind of difficult because, like, if you're like just getting into that stuff, it's hard to know which sites are like trusted among like ROM hackers. But yeah, there are sites that are more trusted than others. Granted, anything could happen as far as that kind of stuff. It could just be one file that is, you know, infected or whatever. But for the most part, there are people out there that like look for this type of thing and just like try to prevent it from like harming people in the community. But yeah, if you're into ROM hacking, one ROM hack that I absolutely love is called Mario Builder 64. It is a Nintendo 64 ROM hack, so if that's something you're not used to, it would be like a little bit of a there's a little bit of a learning curve to do that, but it's the coolest mod that I've ever seen. It basically turns Mario 64 into a Mario Builder type scenario, and you can literally download other people's levels that they made, or you can upload your own, And you would have to do it through like a third-party website or something like that, but there is like a an emulator that allows you to load it in as like a memory thing. Like it's pretty cool, pretty advanced the way they did it. I was very impressed with it. I would say Windows could not shut down properly. It would say Windows could not shut down properly and needs to be repaired. Oh, interesting. Yeah, usually when that happens for me, it goes through like a little percentage thing, and then it like fixes itself usually. Yeah, all the Zelda mods were for Zelda 64. Oh, cool. Yeah, you should, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, you might like Super Mario or Mario 64, Mario Builder 64, I think is what it's called. I don't know. I've got it on my desktop still. Yeah, Mario Builder 64. It's such a cool game. I was really impressed with it. It's kind of a time sink for me, I realized. It's one of those things that I can like start and like 3 hours will pass and I'll be like, oh shit, I need to do this other thing. You can do everything legally and your shit still die, lol, like my PS4. It's true, it's true. Windows is not infallible, just like a gaming OS or a console OS. Yeah, I think it was Nintendo Switch. The first one is like an Android based OS, which is interesting. It basically is Android. It's just got like its own spin on it. Alright, what was I looking for? One of these was wrong. I think it was this one. So that would be row 2, 5. So here's 6 and here's 5. Eleven 4, 12 4. It looks like it's the right thing. I don't know why I was putting a wave there. Oh wait. Was it the number thing? That doesn't seem right either. But it does do something with waves afterwards. Oh, there is an ad coming up in about 5 minutes. Just a heads up.
Hack the planet!
Hack the planet!
Shut up and get in the car!
There's a wild RN in chat. I don't know what that is. Not a huge surprise there. I'm not sure why it wouldn't put that one there. That's so weird. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Like, where did it go? Oh, Domo with the raid! Welcome in, how you doing? How's everyone doing? How was your stream? I was lurking for a bit. It looked like you were doing pixel art, and that's super cool to see. The silly spaceman sent us! Nice, I like the raid message. Everyone should check out Domo, by the way. They do some art. Would you like to share what you were working on, Domo? I'd love to see it. And for all of you who are joining, I'm Rick. I do mostly game dev stuff. I also do pixel art and music, and sometimes I play games. And yeah, It was fun, but my brain got really eepy at the end. Yeah, I was getting eeps earlier. I was all eeped out 15 minutes into the stream, and then I just started drinking coffee or caffeine, and now I'm fully caffeinated. And still drinking the caffeine. But yeah, if you got a link, I'd love to see it. Or if you want, you can post it in the Discord. But yeah, we're doing some debugging here. So these ones should be fine. KK, I will put in the Discord. Awesome. Yeah, it looked really cool, but I only saw it for a second, so I didn't get to see the finished product. Ta-da! I love that old Windows logo. It reminds me of something that I did when I was working at a frame shop. We had a Bill Gates autograph come through, and they wanted the Windows logo, so I had to like laser the old Windows logo, and it was, you know, it was fun. A little bit of a challenge, but not too bad. I had to make it from scratch, but you know, lots of references out there. So it was row 2, pile 5, right? $24, $25, $11, $4, $12, $4. That looks fine. That looks fine. Is it getting covered up later? Not really sure why that's happening. But yeah, in case anyone else is interested in the Discord, I have a link for it. We do have channels to share your stream when you're going live, channels to share your server if you want to share your server. Hey Durger, welcome in, thanks for checking in. Hope you're doing well, hope you're having an awesome Monday evening. Yeah, on the Discord there's a channel for sharing your art and stuff like that. We've got a lot of artists, a lot of game devs. There's a channel for sharing your music as well. So if you produce music, you can share that there. Or if you just want to share, you know, songs you like, there is a channel for that too, like a found media sharing channel. Epic Monday Gaming, awesome. There, I sent it in, share your work, awesome. Let's check out what Domo made. Oh wow, look at all the things he made. Look at all this stuff. This is fantastic. Oh, and then we've got the ad. Nothing you can do, nothing like me, and just share funny shit that happens in games with Rick LMAO. Or you can do nothing like me. I don't know why I read nothing you can do. You can do nothing like me and just share funny shit that happens. Yeah, so it's reread that, Rick. I'm trying. Nothing you can do about it. we've got a running joke that Lot Lizard does nothing. Lot Lizard does stuff, just not on stream. And I haven't convinced her to start making pixel art yet. But yeah, once we're back from the ad break, we'll take a look at each of these individually. I'm gonna sip my tea a bit here. Alright, we should be coming back from the ad break any moment here. Oh, Durger joined the Discord. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate you being there. So yeah, we should be about back from the ads here. Lot Lizard says, I still don't know how you didn't see him flying through the air. LOL, you were right next to me. I wasn't looking, I didn't see it. But yeah, let's take a look at what Domo made. We've got a strawberry with a face. I like it, I like the pattern in the background. The face is cute. It's a strawberry. I like strawberries. Also, good color choices. And now, for anyone who doesn't know, this is 1-bit art, which is more difficult than it seems. Sometimes it's easy to think like, oh, it's just one color. How difficult could it be? It actually makes it a little bit more difficult. You really need to rely on good use of space and good use of texture. And this is a great example here. We've got the texture for the bird's belly, and it actually works for the tail pretty well there too. And then the wing is different, right? So what's really interesting about this one is that like I said, the texture for the belly and the tail is the same texture, but it has two different feelings to it. Because this one is all going in one direction. It feels like feathers moving like in a tail direction. And this one looks almost more like shading to me, but it fits the like underbelly shading of the bird. And yeah, it's all around cool little piece there. I like the branch. It almost looks like a bird foot. And then a bee. Now, the legs like this are really difficult to do in a 2D like kind of hieroglyphics like vantage, right, perspective. But yeah, this actually works pretty well. Like anatomically speaking, bees have 3 different parts. They've got their head, the thorax, and the abdomen, and the legs are all connected to the thorax, which would be really hard to do in this situation. So this actually works pretty well. Again, great use of texture on the wings. They definitely feel like wings. I like the shape of the head, the antler things, those are cool. This one looks great too. You can tell instantly what it is. There's no issue there at all. The stonework looks really good. None of them are like uniform, but they're uniform enough where it looks like bricks, and that's really difficult to do. Also, you've got the shape of the cylinder, even though it's got all of this texture, all of this non-uniform repeating pattern, and then it's juxtaposed with the uniform repeating pattern of the background, and I like it, and I think it's cool that it's not exactly in the center. That's one thing that we always did in art school, was that we would say that when something's centered, it's boring. So you move it just a little bit off center, and that actually makes it less boring. And if you count the pixels here and here, and here especially, and there, you can see it's 1 pixel to the right and 1 pixel to the top. Westlow, welcome in. Thanks for getting first, Westlow. Everyone else was sleeping on that. And thanks for checking in. Good to see ya. Everyone should check out Westlow's stream. Last Playing Peak. Westlow is a pro peaker. He's got all of the skills to climb that mountain. Forward, backwards, upside down. You got it. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Did you get all of the achievements? Have you got 100% on the Steam achievements? I've only beat Ascent 2. Hey, that's pretty good. I haven't even beat Ascent 1. I've just beat it on regular mode, I think. Actually, were we even playing on regular mode, or were we playing on Greenhorn? Now that I think about it, I kind of don't remember. Didn't we change it to Greenhorn because we died on regular? No, I don't remember. We played on normal. Oh, okay, that makes me feel better. That makes me feel better. I've only beaten it on normal. And you're thinking of Tenderfoot. Oh, Tenderfoot, that's the word, not Greenhorn, Tenderfoot. Greenhorn, Tenderfoot, same thing. Same thing. I don't know what the fuck Greenhorn is. It's another word for novice. Not the same thing. It is. No, Tenderfoot was like a Boy Scout term, actually. The definition of Greenhorn: a person who is new to or inexperienced in a particular activity. What is a Tenderfoot? A newcomer or novice, especially a person accustomed to the hardships of pioneer life, or unaccustomed to the hardships of pioneer life. But it is a term in Boy Scouts. A Tenderfoot is a member of the Youth in Scouts BSA program who has earned their second rank by completing a set of requirements that teach basic outdoor scouting skills. I don't know if I ever got past a Tenderfoot. But yeah, a Greenhorn and a Tenderfoot are nearly the same thing. Alright, so where were we at? We were at the alien. This is Domo's work, by the way, that we're looking at. We've got a duck abduction. That's actually really hard to say. Try to say duck abduction 3 times fast. Really fast, though. Again, great use of repeating patterns. I like the shape of the alien. You can tell it's an alien. I like the shape of the duck. You can tell it's a duck. The UFO looks great. I like the light beams, and then the tractor beam as well. It all looks really good. Awesome work on these. And then we got the ham bone. Yeah. Very Thanksgiving. I like the use of color on this one. The tablecloth juxtaposed to the wallpaper look really nice. Well, thank you so much again for sharing, Domo. And once again, everyone should check out Domo's stream. One more shout out for Domo. Domo plays lots of indie games, but also does art on occasion. Very cool stuff. So I'm trying to figure out a bug on this thing here. For some reason, it's putting this tile right there, and I don't know why. I mean, it could be this tile, or that tile, but it's putting it right there. Maybe it has something to do with these two, because this is like the last row. Also, didn't we change what the enemy count was? Maybe that has something to do with it. Oh, we changed it back, so that's not an issue. Alright, I got a lurk, it's my dinner time. Oh yeah, absolutely. Enjoy your dinner. And thank you again for the raid and for dropping in and for sharing your work. This was my first ever art stream. Oh, awesome! Well, I'm glad it turned out so well. I can't wait to hop into more. But yeah, enjoy your dinner, and thank you again. Really appreciate the raid. So row 1 has these tiles. 0 and 6. Right? Or is that 5? 0 and 5. But it's not like putting them in the wrong spot or anything. Is there like something I'm missing? Maybe it, oh, I keep clicking the wrong one here. Maybe it has something to do with the background. Let's turn off the sprites. So I think it was this one that it's having trouble with. This one. So row 2, aisle 5. So here's row 1, row 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so this one. I don't think there's anything like that one though. Also, we'd be seeing that same error other places then. I don't know. Real weird. It was this one, 24. I don't know. Let's try doing it again. Maybe this will fix it. Oh. Alright, let's try another build and see how it looks. Maybe it'll be fixed, I don't know. You never know. All right. Alright, so it did not fix it. It is still the wave there. Really not sure why that's happening. Take a closer look here. It doesn't look that bad, but it's supposed to be... Oh, it's the last tile. It's this tile. Well, that's weird. I thought it was this tile. But it's this one. Now, why would that one have an issue? So this tile. I don't know, maybe I just need to add the reference again. Ten 4, 11 4, 12 4. So it's not those are fine. Huh, that's real strange. Like, it's in a position where, like, honestly I could get away with it, but I want to know, first of all, why it's happening, and second, I'd like to fix it. Because it'd look better if it wasn't like that. I feel like maybe it's still using boss tile 3, but I switched it to 4 twice. Yeah, it's still there. It didn't fix it. But yeah, this tile is that. So I feel like it's using that tile instead. I don't think it's using that tile or this tile or that tile, but I guess it could be. I don't know why it would put it there though. What if we did that? Would that even work? So now it honestly it should look the same. I just have to try different things until I figure it out at this point. Either that or I just let it slide, but I would rather not do that. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Oops. And the audio clipping out, or glitching out, whatever it's doing, cutting out. It's super annoying. It literally doesn't do that outside of this emulator. I think next time we test it, we're just gonna turn off the background music because it's just so choppy. Alright, so yeah, no difference even though we changed it. So that's kind of funny. Also, that tile changed too. So that's a little weird. Unless that one was always changed and I didn't notice it. Alright. Let's take a closer look at that tile too. So that's row 5, tile 6. Oh, that one never got changed. Okay, so there's that. I don't know. Let's try it. And this time, yeah, I'm just gonna keep this background music going and turn off the background music in the options there. Oh, I was gonna do the thing. The debug menu. Alright, battle the Death Lord. And it's fixed. So, possibly the fact that this one was messed up was messing that one up. Not really sure how, but somehow we fixed it. Weird. Yeah, I can't quite wrap my head around how this one was messing up this one. We do have an ad break. No, we're back from the ad break. I didn't realize we were in an ad break. But we fixed the bug. Somehow this tile here was messing up this tile. I'm not sure how, but it was. Alright, so the bosses are in. The only thing left then is the, well, the fish box needs to be done completely. The names have to be done. And we need the fish for fight scene 7 and 8. Which I don't think we've started at all yet. Yeah, this one says Gen 3 swap tiles. We want it to be Gen 7 for Fight 7. So I guess we should start some of this. We probably won't finish it. Oh cool, it looks like I got a gift subscription to the Seagoat stream. That's awesome. I'm gonna thank them real quick. We got the subtitles up. Living the dream. Yeah. Alright, back to what I'm doing here. We are gonna raid Seagoat later, but I'm gonna keep going for a little bit longer here. Seagoat's got a birthday stream with a little subathon thing going, where they are drawing people for subs. So yeah, this is like the bulk of the work for this update. Like the art stuff is like work, but it's fun work, and this is like tedious work. Like I have to pay attention to it, to a degree. Otherwise, I could make a mistake and spend an hour trying to fix the mistake. I've already done that. So that's why I'm a little quiet. So if I make a mistake, let me know. I'm just kidding. But for real. If you happen to notice that I made a mistake, especially if I don't notice, feel free to let me know. Each fish, or each fight scene has, I did the math, 1,440 little copy paste things I gotta do here. And like I said, we're not gonna get through this one today. But maybe we can get through half of it or something before I start to lose my mind. Before my eyes bug out of my skull. It's not like it's difficult work, it's just really tedious. In fact, it's super easy, but it's also super easy to make a mistake. And then super hard to find where the mistake was made. Because yeah, there's 4 different fish and 4 different positions and 4 different battles, right? Because you can have a battle with 1 fish, a battle with 2 fish, a battle with 3 fish, or a battle with 4 fish. So for each combination, I need to copy and paste 9 tiles. Because each fish is 9 tiles in size, and we're still on the fight with 1 fish, which is the quickest and easiest of them, because then there's only 9 times 4, 37, 36, 37, 30. Why is my brain not braining this? 9 times 4. Well, 9 times 2 is 18. 18 times 2 would be 32. Wait, no. 8 plus 8, 36. I don't know why that came so slow to me. I used to be really fast with 9s. Times tables are funny. It's just like it's like a memory thing, right? Just memorize the times tables and then you know multiplication. And then you get to like 12 and you're like, do I really gotta memorize 13s? Nah. I remember 144 is 12 times 12, so do I really need to know what 13 times 2 is? I could probably figure it out in my head. And it's 26. 13 times 3, 39. 13 times 4 would be 52, I want to say. But at this point, I'm not really sure. 13 times 5, you could just, you know, 5 times 10 is 50, right? and then add 3 more. So 15 plus 50 is 65. $13 times 7. You end up just having to like write it out in your head, right? So 3 times 7 is what? 28? Or is that 4? I think that's 4. 21? So 10 times 7 is 70. Am I doing this right still? So 91? It feels high, but I think that's right. This is where calculators come in handy. 13 times 7, 91. Look at that. Right on track. And all of the enemy 1 count is done. That means when there's only 1 enemy on the screen, we've got the right things. Although we haven't actually finished it yet, because we haven't changed the enemy type numbers. And for that, I have to kind of look at this one, because I don't remember. 23, so 24, 25, 26, and 27. So now when you only fight 1 fish, we've got all 4 of fight scene 7. It's a pretty good start. As you can see, it gets exponentially more painful, because you've got position 1 and position 2 in this one, where before we only had position 1. Four, 25, 26, 7, 24, 25, 6, 27. Now we gotta do that 3 times here. 4, 25, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. This key. 24, 5, 26, 27. Now we gotta do it 4 times. 4, 25, 6, 27, 24, 5, 6, 27. Oh. 24, 5, 6, 27, 24, 25, 26, 7. So we got the numbers in. We could do the numbers for this one real quick. I don't know how quick, but quick enough. So if it ended at 27, this will be 28, 29, 30, and 30. Oh, 31, not 21. 31. Shit, I forgot what it started at. 28, okay. 28, 9, 30, 31, 28, 29, 30, 31, 28, 29, 30, 31, 28, 29, 30, 31, 8, 29, 30, 31, 8, 9, 30, 31, 8, 29, 30, 31, 28, 29, 30, 31, last one, 28, 29, 30, 31. Alright. So we are at about 3 hours for the stream. And it didn't hiccup, didn't crash. I resetted my router. I think that might be the issue, or it might be the fix. I guess I just need to bite the bullet and reset my router before every stream. That seems to fix the issue. I don't know. I mean, it might have something to do with the fact that I don't have an Ethernet cable. I kind of want to buy one, but it's got to be like fucking 25 feet or something. So Taco Crepe with the rock on. Yeah, I think we're going to raid Seagoat. Ethernet looks ugly too. Oh yeah, I would have to hide it when I'm not using it. It would be one of those things I have to plug in for each use, because either that or it would be dragged through like my main hallway in my house into the room that is my office, across like the doorway, right? Good night and thanks for the stream. Thanks, Durger. I appreciate you being here, and I hope you have a good night as well. And like, I guess I could like keep it against the wall, but like that's not gonna look good. Either way, I'm probably just gonna have to coil it and uncoil it for every stream when I bite the bullet and buy one. Thanks for the stream. Thanks, Taco Crepe. I appreciate you being here. Get that raid going. Raid. Seagoat Games. So it's Seagoat's birthday, so everyone be super cool. Oh, thank you so much for the raid message, Taco. I appreciate that. Yeah, so top message if you're subbed, bottom if you're not. And everyone make sure you follow Seagoat. If you have the resources, definitely throw them a sub. If you want some art done, you can gift 10 subs for a PNG tuber, or 5 for a portrait, 3 for an emote, or 1 for a Pixby, which I think is like a little duder. But yeah, someone gifted me a sub over there, so that's really cool. Ollie's Tales, who does D&D and stuff like that. I'm gonna shout them out real quick. I can spell it. Please, Tails. What did I do? Did I do it right? Yeah. Pally's Tales gifted me a sub, so you should check them out. Last playing Beat Saber, interesting. They do a lot of D&D stuff, and they also play Peak and some other stuff. But yeah, everyone grab your raid message. We're about to raid Taco. See you there. Bye. Oh, I should get it open. So bad about that.
I might need to make a list. I might need to start writing the list down. Welcome, Pin Raiders!